Hi, it's Tammy, and this is the newest installment of Where is the Sun? This Friday, the 19th, the sun moves into the gate 56, which is a gate of storytelling. Um, I have a quick story because when I do these recordings, I have a really hard time staring at myself in my computer talking to me. I wonder, is the chin looking all right? How's the makeup? Are the lips too bland? Like, what's going on? And then I have kids here who like to jump around and run by and make noises and try and make me laugh. So the biggest criticism that I've gotten, and actually from my teenage son, is that I look way too serious and I should smile more. And a friend of mine calls me Teacher Tammy when I get that stern look and I don't express a lot. At any rate, I'm going to work on that, I promise. But the gate 56 is a storytelling gate. People who have it are great teachers. They can use their life examples to teach others. They use a lot of metaphors. They can really get their point across and reach out to a lot of people. Something that gets in the way of that, if we look at a chart, which I've scribbled out the name, but if we look at a chart, up here is your head area. And oftentimes the head will connect to the throat, but the head and the ajna aren't motors. So the information that's stored up there needs to be asked for before people will listen to it and understand it and appreciate it. If you have a chart and your throat is connected to a motor, what they call a motor, which would be the sacral, the root, the emotional solar plexus, and the will center, you can talk and people will turn around and listen to you. If you don't have that, you'll talk and people will just turn around. They're not going to want to listen to you. So it's really important when you have the 56, because you have life experiences and you have stories and you have great metaphors that you can put together and teach people. It's really important that you're talking to people that want to hear the story. A lot of times, and I'm sure you can identify someone in your life, they just go on and on with this great big story, and maybe at the end they ask you a question about it, and you didn't listen to one word, you didn't understand what they were saying, or you're playing a video game and you don't really care. That can happen a lot with the 56. So something that's very important when you're dealing with human design is to make sure you're being asked. Basically, it's so simple when you think about it. And there's ways to do that. I don't want it to sound like you have to walk around without doing anything because you're waiting for somebody to ask you something. But if you are, sorry about that. I'm going to pause like my son tells me so we can create this better with the pause. Anyway, all right. I'm probably just going to let it all stay in there because I'm tired of being told that I'm much too serious. So I'm going to be a little goofy this week. If you are, now I can't. If you are, your strategy is to wait to be asked, wait to be invited. If you don't have a motor to your throat, so you need to be asked a question before someone will really hear your answer, there's two things you have to do. One, trust that the questions are going to come. And two, understand that that doesn't mean you can't ask other people questions. Most of the population are generators and manifesting generators, and they all need to respond to something. The trick of it is if you say, hey, do you want to go out to dinner on Thursday? And somebody says, no, I'm tired, I'm too busy, whatever. Accept that answer. Don't say, okay, what about Friday? What about Saturday? What about earlier on Thursday? Oh, do you think you'll be tired next Thursday? And then you just become a problem rather than going through what you're trying to get through to have a solution be made. So ask somebody a question, give them the opportunity to respond, respect their response, and then carry on. So if you have a story or something that you need to tell somebody, you can say, hey, do you mind if I tell you about what happened at work today? If they say, I really don't feel like hearing it right now, then move along. If you say, hey, something really kind of funny happened at work today, do you want to hear about it? They say yes, they're going to listen to every word, and they might want more stories from you. So it's really important just to remember that if you're going to use the energy to talk, make sure you're being heard. Sounds pretty simple. If anybody has any questions about this, again, tamc2006@gmail.com, or you could check out my website, which is tammymurraycousins.com. Facebook is Tammy Murray Cousins Holistic Healing and Coaching, and we can connect any way that works for you. All right, take care. Bye.